Hi everyone. Welcome to today's Vlogmas. Today's Vlogmas day 5. Yep, day 5. And today we're going to have some discussion whilst I cook you something. So, um, sorry I'm late. I think I'm about 8 minutes. Oh, that's a lot. Almost 10 minutes late. Sorry guys. Um, Please give me a moment. Let me go online and copy the link and share it to other people. If you're joining this live, please say hi in the comment section and let me know where you're watching me from. Oops. I have to. Give me a minute. Pat. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. What are we doing? Okay. We are sharing the link so that other people can join today's live. Okay. So the topic for today's discussion is how to enjoy your Christmas with no money or very, very little money. And this is going to be like, most of the discussion is going to be from my personal experience because at this point, I think I'm broke. So I'm just going to share ideas on what I will be doing and then also what I've been doing over the years on how to enjoy Christmas without spending a dime or a fortune doing that. So let me share this live and then we'll get into the topic and what we are cooking and everything. Unfortunately, I cannot show you my counter and everything at the same time because yeah, my space is very small and then a tripod to it some way. So please bear with me, okay? I'm going to show you the ingredients by hand and then we'll get the discussion going. So if you're joining this live, please say hi and let me know where you're watching from. Okay, I'm still here. Just give me a minute. Thank you so much for joining this live. Okay, so far, how has your today is when Sunday weekend being? Let me know in the comment section. Yesterday we went to the YouTubers hangout organized by the African YouTubers Hub on Clubhouse. Yeah, it was mad fun. I did a live streaming on that. If you haven't watched that, you can go watch it after this live stream. It was mad fun. Oh my god, I had so much fun. I would cry if I hadn't gone. It was so amazing. We met so many interesting other creators from the platform and it was so amazing. So copy. I'm still sharing the link, so please give me a minute and then we'll get right into today's video. So that's what we are going to be doing for the Vlogmas series. We are going to post 5 times in a week, 6 times, right, or whatever, Monday to Saturday, and then on Sunday we're going to do a live section because I need to rest. So this is not really resting because I'm still talking, but it is better than editing and posting and all that, and also a way to interact with you guys and just to find out how the videos have been doing, how your comments on the videos, how you like it, and all that. Vivian says greetings host and everyone joining from Milan. Okay, greetings host. Okay, and everyone, hi Vivian, how are you doing? From Milan. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much for joining my live. Oh, what am I doing, Yvonne? You're posting. Okay, great. Let's post on Facebook. Oh yeah, I don't have the flyer here. Oh damn. What do I do? Okay. Join me on my live. This. So today's discussion is going to be on how to enjoy your Christmas with little or no money. I'm going to give you some tips. I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that whilst we cook something delicious. I have some chicken breast here. I have some carrots and other stuff. I'm going to take you through my very simple recipe that you can adapt for your Christmas season and not spend too much on food and all that. Join me on a live discussion on how to enjoy Christmas with no money. Okay, this is sent. Oh, okay, great. Sent. And let's go to Instagram. Oh, I wish I could do an Instagram live. I've never done an Instagram live. uh, let's see what we have on Instagram. Um, okay. So how has your weekend been like, Vivian? How has your weekend been like? Today's a Sunday. Those who go to church, did you go to church? What happened today? What did the pastor say? I didn't go to church. I was just, I don't know. I've been just busy. I've been on my phone the whole day. So, yeah, I don't even know why I didn't go to church. But, uh, okay. All right. So Vivian says lovely, but I don't celebrate Christmas though. Oh yeah. Uh, maybe is it because of religion? Oh, let me highlight. Okay. So Vivian says lovely, but I don't celebrate Christmas though. Why don't you celebrate Christmas, Vivian? Please let us know. Is it religious reasons or um is it just like a personal reason? Why don't you celebrate Christmas? I would love to know why. Personally, I didn't grow up in the a Christmas celebrant church or whatever. I didn't grow up in a church where they celebrated Christmas, so it is not in my roots to celebrate Christmas. But growing up and being in the world, having all these friends, you kind of like adapt to the Christmas celebrations. So it's not like I go to church and I do all these like religious stuff. It's the social aspect of the Christmas that I enjoy. But when it comes to the religious aspect, I don't really do that because I mean, you're not going to church. And I would just prefer staying home and enjoying my own space than to go to church and all that. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't celebrate Christmas. Oh, I can post. Uh, okay. We are live. Okay, let me put a link in my bio so that people can. This one is an old version of the iPhone, so I don't know. I can't post link on Instagram on this one. I think I have to update my Instagram or something. So I'm going to post the link in my bio, and then yeah. So hopefully, I'm thinking of doing an Instagram live. Guys, what do you think? Let me know. Vivian. Oh, Henrietta. Hey, Henrietta, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. I want to do religious reasons. Okay, Vivian says religious reasons. Okay. Okay, same here. Same here. But as I said, just adapt to, you know, the social part of the Christmas celebration. So today we're going to talk about how to celebrate Christmas with no money or very little money, whilst I cook you something delicious. I mean, I'm cooking for myself though, sorry, but you're going to join me in doing that. So what we are cooking today is something that I do very often. It's one of like my lazy dishes to cook. Oh, let me wear my apron. So I got this apron from a guest that came on my cooking show. Oh, so it's branded, but I'm not doing adverts for. Should I wear backwards? Never mind. One day, I'm going to be doing adverts for them. So it's cool. So this is branded, but I love the color. So you'll find out who gave me this in the upcoming week. But I love it. I used to have only one apron there. I'm so glad she bought me another one. Henrietta says, Vivian says, what's your IG handle? The same name, True One on Instagram, True One on Facebook, and any other place, Snapchat, whatever, Twitter. I'm not very active there, but you would find me. You'll find me there. True One. Henrietta says, what's Henrietta saying? I'm hungry. Please deliver some of the food when you are done. You okay, so let me read the comments from here. It's much easier. Um okay, so let me tell you what we are going to cook today. Something very simple. It's a vegetable soup, carrot soup to be precise. These are carrots to be precise. This is one of the quickest meal you can ever do, and I do this very often when I am on diet or I'm just trying to like check my weight. This is one of the meals that really help me because it fills you up, but it doesn't have a lot of junk in there. You know, it has all the things you need. It has the vegetables, you have your proteins, and because it's in a soup form, you know, you drink it and you get filled up quickly, but then it's not a lot of calories for you. So we have some carrots here. This is going to be our main ingredient because it's a carrot soup. Then we have some tomato here. Tomato is not really necessary, but because the carrot is going to give it so much color, unless your carrot is very like whitish, then you may need a lot of tomatoes to give it some more color. Then you have your onions here. I love me some garlic. A lot of garlic. Lots of garlic. Oh, and ginger. I forgot my ginger. And then some ginger here. And I have some dry fish. This is herrings. That's what I'm going to add to my. Let me pour some water off my chicken. So this is my chicken. This is chicken breast. Yeah. A lot of people I think have this misconception about chicken breast, thinking that it's very expensive, but it's not. And it is one of the healthiest protein you can have on the planet. So please, I don't like the tie-in. It's either chicken wings or chicken breast. Those are my favorite parts of the chicken. This one costs like I think 50 cedis. It's 2 kilos. I've used this like twice already, and I still have 4 of these left that I can still use. So it's very economical for me. If I buy it as an individual, I use it like 4 times. You know, I use this 4 times. So it's very economical for me. So I'm going to start with my chicken. I'm going to shred a little of this, maybe 2 of that, and we'll start the preparation whilst we discuss the points on how you can enjoy your Christmas with little or no money. I'll be right back. So I have my chopping board here. Henrietta says what? I I prefer goat's breast, please. Is that healthy too? Henrietta, no comment. No comment. Okay, so what is Christmas? I wrote some points down so that I don't forget what I want to say. I usually forget all the points I want to say during my life. This time around, I'm writing it down so that I do not forget. Um, okay, let's start with cutting our chicken breast here. I've taken 2 of the chicken breast, 2 of this. Okay, let me show you here. Then I'm going to shred it. You can shred it into whatever size you think are okay for you. But I usually cut mine. I'll show you the size like this. So it feels like chicken soup, chicken carrot soup or whatever. You just take the chicken and you can bite it. You can chew it at a go. So Christmas season is the season where I think it's the month, December month, I would say, is the month where we spend a lot of money because we are gifting out things, we are buying new things. Things are generally like expensive during the December period. And everybody is talking about, Christmas budget. What's your budget? Stay within your budget. What's your budget for Christmas season? Things to buy within your budget. Everybody's talking about budgets. Then my question is, what if you don't have a budget? Like, what if you don't have a budget at all? Then it means you're not celebrating Christmas or what? You get it? Vivian says, we are not seeing what you're doing. Yeah, because let me see if I can show you. Then you wouldn't see my face also, That's the problem. Because my tripod is short, and if it's too long, um, let me see what I can do to see if you can see what I'm doing. But I'm just cutting the chicken at this point. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can elongate my tripod. We are not okay. The same thing that I read. I wanted to be closer to. Let's see the food more and your face more. How will I? Okay, because I'm trying to make sure that you hear me very well, and then because I'll be moving around also. But this is what I'm doing. See, I just chopped this chicken into these pieces. So don't worry, I'll show you what you want to see. Just give me a sec. Sorry for this. This is going to be difficult. Okay, you seeing my face and what I'm doing at the same time. That means I have to go back, alternate between your face and the food. Yeah, I'm going to try and do that. Yeah. Even with this, okay, I think you can still see me a little bit like this. Can you see? Can you see me? I'm chopping. You're not going to see it very clearly, but I think you still see me. Right? Let me check from here. Yeah, I think you're going to see me a bit. Let me know if you can see me or not. Please let me know. This is better. Okay. Okay, this is better. All right, then we deal with this one. Please, let me put my book here so that I don't mess it up. Right. Yeah, better. Okay, great. This is better. Okay. So now I'm cutting my chicken. And can you hear me also? Let me know if you can hear me very well also. Then we'll start with what we're doing. Can you hear me? I'm checking from here. This is better. Yeah, better. Okay. Okay, so I was saying that I think that Christmas, like December period, is one of the months that we spend a lot of money. And so, and then you hear a lot of people talk about budgets, buying within your budget and all that. Then I ask myself, what if you don't have a budget, or what if you had a budget, but something happened and you've used your budget, you've used your money for other things, right? Loud and clear. Okay, loud and clear. That's great. Because it happened to me. I had a budget before December. Right at the end of November, I had to use the money for something else. And so now I am broke. I mean, I don't have a budget for Christmas. So I'm thinking there are definitely other people just like me who had a budget for Christmas, but because of one thing or the other, they no longer have that budget. Are they not going to celebrate Christmas? They have to. So that is what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to give you some tips on how to celebrate your Christmas without having to spend so much or nothing at all on that. So we are done with our chicken. I mean, why am I not using a plate? It's because I took it off this one. Okay. So it's not like I don't have a plate. I have a plate. This is okay. So we have our chicken cut. We're going to add some spices to it, and then it goes on the fire. We're going to simmer that for a little bit. That's going to be the base of our soup. And then later we'll add our herrings to it, other things, and our soup is ready. This is like fast. It's delaying because I'll be talking and doing other things at the same time, but trust me, this is the fastest meal you can ever prepare. Let me get my pot ready for the chicken. This is my pot. I'm going to wash this chicken, and then I'm going to wash our chicken, and then oh, this is what I didn't want to. Okay, let's wash this here. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about with the Christmas celebration is decorating. So I've grouped this into three parts. The first part is the decoration, the second part is the gifting, and the last part will be like food and entertainment. Okay. So the first part that we're going to talk about will be our decorations. How do you decorate your place if you don't have money to spend on decorating stuff? How do you decorate your place for Christmas? We are done with our chicken. This is the pot we are using to cook. It's too big for thanks, Doc. Vivian, what are you trying to say? So our chicken goes in here. We'll chop some garlic, and add to our chicken, and then add some ginger and some onions to the chicken. Okay, it's right here. So let me leave it here. Oh, so I'm turning the chopping board because I just cut my chicken here. So I'm going to turn it and use the other side so that, I'm still going to cook this, so it's not really necessary to do that. So the first thing I want to say when it comes to Christmas celebration is, even before we get into the decoration and all those things, there are some things that I want us to consider when it comes to Christmas, right? Before we get into how to decorate and the gifting and all that. The first thing I would like us to consider when it comes to Christmas is to change our mindset. What do I mean by changing our mindset? Is to, we believe that Christmas is, you have to buy gifts for everybody, you have to do this, you have to do that. But honestly, Christmas is just the initial point for celebrating Christmas, if you're a Christian, is the birth of Christ. That was the initial purpose for celebrating Christmas, is the birth of Christ. So you go to church and you acknowledge the birth of Christ, you thank him and you do all those things, and you go back home. And I think as society is evolving and growing, people have just made Christmas like a big deal. You have to decorate your homes and you have to do this, you have to buy new things and all that. But that is not the initial purpose for Christmas. So if you have a change of mindset and you see Christmas to be what it actually is, which is the birth of Christ, and you are just like appreciating that, it takes so much stress of things that's going on away from you. Because that's why I never have this Christmas fever personally. Like, I am not that type, because one, I never really celebrated Christmas growing up, and then secondly, I see Christmas as the birth of Christ. So why am I worrying myself with all these things? Like, I have to buy this, I have to buy that. That is not a purpose for Christmas. The purpose of Christmas is to celebrate Christ. So if you change your mindset from thinking that Christmas, you have to buy gifts for everybody, you have to do this, you have to do that, to the actual purpose of celebrating Christmas, I think that alone is going to. Oh, I should have blended the garlic. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That alone is going to change a lot of things regarding your Christmas celebration. Then the second thing I also want us to consider is being honest with ourselves and with our family and friends. And when I say being honest, I'm talking about telling your family and friends the truth about your situation. Greetings, everyone. Tasha says, greetings, everyone. Hi, Tasha, right? I hope I pronounced the name correctly. Tasha. Hi, welcome to the live. We are cooking something called, I call it carrot soup, I guess, or vegetable soup, because it just has vegetables and some protein. So what we have here is chicken breast. I'm going to steam this with some garlic, ginger, and onions. And we are talking about how to celebrate Christmas with little or zero money. So the next thing I want us to talk about, as I was saying, don't be honest. Be honest with your family and with your friends, and let them know how you actually feel. Like, if you don't have money to keep up with the traditions that you've built over the time, just be honest and tell them. Maybe you don't have to give them details like, oh, and so I had 2,000 CDs, but I used this for that, so now I only have 500. You don't have to give them details, but I think you have to be honest with them and let them know that, oh, I'm sorry, I have to cancel this Christmas dinner, because you can give them a reason, or just say, finances are not too good, so I'm sorry, I have to cancel. If they are well to do and they understand your situation, they can opt to pay for you, right? They can say, oh, don't worry, you come along, I'm going to pay for you. And being honest has actually earned you something. Let me wash my onions. Sorry for the noise. Okay, so being honest would actually save you a lot of hassle. We are adding some onions to our. Oh, I have very good content in regards to relationship. Oh, okay, thank you. And then Onuma says you are right about the mindset. Yeah. So we are adding some onions to our chicken. And then the other thing I would like us to consider, so we've talked about changing your mindset, we've talked about being honest with your friends and your families. You know, you don't have to go on that dinner date. You don't have to, I mean, if it's okay. It's okay if you have to skip some of your traditional stuff. If you used to exchange gifts with certain people all the time, I mean, you can just be honest and be like, you know, I'm sorry, this time around I had to skip this tradition and do something else because I don't have the finances, right? So the other thing I would like us to consider is, sorry, just a minute. The next thing I would like us to consider is not to pay attention to our surroundings, things around us. Oh my God. There are lots of adverts on, you know, what to buy, what is going on, events here and there. See, let me tell you, I don't watch telly. Like, I have a television. I hardly watch it. If I'm going to watch something, I'll just watch a movie. You know, so I don't get stressed about. I used to get stressed, and so I had to find ways to deal with that. So I stopped listening to, you know, the radio or watching television. I had a Go TV. I stopped paying, so I don't watch. So I don't see adverts. I don't see all these shouting and noise making about Christmas, about deals here and there, because what it does is they're advertising all these things, and sometimes you don't even have the money to buy, or you buy it and it's not necessary for you at that point, or you even use money you don't have. They'll tell you credit card and all these things, so you don't have the money, but because you think they're doing some sales or whatever, you go and buy it, and you end up paying whatever amount later, you know. So Vivian says you're making a lot of sense. You're making, oh, Vivian, I'm making a lot of sense. Okay. So you have to consider us that also. And if you have kids, I would say, because with kids it's very difficult. Me, I live alone, so it's easy for me to just be my space and do my own thing. But if you have family and you have kids, it's a little different and difficult to do that. But I think with the kids, what you can do is you can just have them watch television, movies, sorry, instead of television, because there are going to be a lot of adverts on these things. You know, some are specifically targeting these kids, and it would make them feel like you don't love them or left out if they don't get some of these things that, you know, they are advertising. So personally, I would say, you know, you can just turn off your telly, make them watch movies instead of watching the commercials on television, you know, just to make them not feel left out in all these things that the people are advertising. So that is also something that you can do. These three things: change your mindset, be honest with your family and friends, and don't pay too much attention to things around you, is the first step to making you stress free during the Christmas period. You know, because you can't really enjoy the Christmas, even if you have the money, you can't enjoy the Christmas if you are so stressed out. So these little things will just make you distressed, and then you can think of other ways to enjoy your Christmas without money. Okay, so we have our chicken, our onions, and garlic in the ginger. Ginger is here. We're going to add a little ginger, and then this will go on the fire. Then we'll come back and discuss the actual tips So I love ginger. I just added 2. This is teaspoon, right? Yeah, 2 teaspoons. And then I'll add some salt and then some spices. Where's my spice? That's my spice. It's in a different container. I got this from so I got this spice from Dubai when I traveled. Smells so amazing. It's like a barbecue spice, but I don't care. I just makes my own thing and it gives me a nice flavor. Sorry. I should have smelled that straight into my nose. Oh my god. Sorry. And then there's another spice. Oh, this one I love. This is like a mixed spices. Very, very nice. So I added 1 teaspoon. Let me just add a little bit because I love spices. Oh, and if you didn't know, the ginger, I made it myself. This is homemade ginger powder. Very, very organic. So I have my spices added. I'm going to add some salt. And then this will go on fire. Then we'll come back and discuss. Our next point, okay? If you just joined the live, you're so welcome. Please, oh, okay, you're right about the mindset. What else do we have? Let me know in the comment section what your plans are for Christmas. Do you have a budget for Christmas? What is your budget for Christmas? Okay. I'm gonna add a little more salt because I love salt. Because we add water to this, what I do is I add the salt from the beginning. Otherwise, if you add water to the mixture, you find out that the chicken then doesn't have the salt taste. So I'd rather the salt is a little bit too much from the beginning, and then when you add the water to it, it kind of like the salt will diffuse into the water slowly. So we'll add a little water to this to simmer, and then this, let me show you. And then this goes on fire. Oops, do we see it? No, we don't. Okay, I think you see it now. Okay. So this one will go on fire and we'll come back and discuss our next point. Let me taste this. Okay. Yeah, I think we're all good here. So this is going on fire. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, the spice is all over the place. Sorry. Okay. So our first point to discuss is the decoration. I already talked about it. Oh, what happened? I hope you see what I'm doing. I think you can see. Yeah, it's okay. So the next thing we're going to do is wash our vegetables and cook that. So I like to cook this separately because you can either add it to the chicken to cook or you cook it separately. I cook it separately because when I add to the chicken and you're taking it out to blend it, you you definitely miss one or two, and I don't like that. You later find out there's one carrot in the soup after it's done, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to cook this separately. You're going to cook the vegetables and then blend them all together and just pour on our chicken, and we're done. So there are two ways of doing this. You can either Tacha says my budget for the holiday is $2,500. Oh my gosh. Can you send me the like thousand? Oh, like what's happening? Why do you need to spend $2,500? Okay, well, please. I'm sorry. I'm just calculating it in CDs, and then I'm thinking that it's so much. But I get it. It's not too much in dollars. But in CDs, it's like, oh my God, what are you using all that money for? But I get it. I mean, everything being equal, if $1 is one CD, it will be 2,500 CDs here. And I think it's okay for a Christmas budget. Yeah. If you have money, it's okay for a Christmas budget, but I don't even have that, right? That is why I'm organizing my Makola markets, the guided shopping tour. So you people, please come and purchase. Book me, okay? I'm organizing a Makola guided shopping tour. Let me take this opportunity to advertise my work. And if you're coming to Ghana, you know how stressful Makola market is. Even me, I don't like going there. I'll tell you the honest truth. Because the stress alone and the people there, so if you're coming in December, it's going to be stressful. You go to the market women, they are on my how do I say that in English? On my they are going to dupe you and all that. That is why you have to book me. I'm going to guide you through the Makola market, shop for quality stuff, cheap things that are still quality. I'm taking you to all the corners. Me, I never go to the mall. It was just recently that I started working, earning some money, that I started going to the mall. Makola is my mall. Everything I have, I go to Makola to buy. So I know all the corners. I'll take you there. And then aside the shopping, you get to experience some cultural stuff. You're going to try some street foods. You cannot come to Ghana and not try some street food. You're going to do that also, and interact with these women, take some pictures, visit some places around. It's not like an Accra city tour. It's just for your shopping at Makola. And so please book me. It's very cheap, only $50 for a person. I'm doing a group of 3 people. So please book me. I'll put a link in the description. You can check that out later after the live. And please book me again, okay? So that I can get some money, small money to enjoy my Christmas. Panafro Canam. Okay, whatever. Pan or whatever. Let me. Why do you guys always come second place to us Nigerians? What's that supposed to mean? Eh? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Don't come to my life and come and what is second to Nigeria? What's that supposed to mean? Nobody is comparing countries here. Okay. Thank you so much. Tasha says husband in Ghana and I have my nephews to care for. I'll be in Ghana in February. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, okay. No, but I think 2000, I'm just like calculating it in cities and I'm thinking it's it's a lot. But I get your point. It's not that much. Oh yeah, please don't pay attention to him. Why? Uh-huh. Don't pay attention to him. I don't have his time. Well, we are not being nobody is being serious, but it doesn't have anything to do with what we are discussing at this moment. So I don't see why you should even make a joke about that. Okay. So please, even if you want to make a joke to the subject of the matter, not something outside it. Okay, so let's go to our main point now. I'm going to wash the vegetables, cut all I need to cut, and then put it on fire whilst we discuss the next points. So when it comes to decorating, I would say number one, use things that you already have. This is very easy. This is very simple. I think most people hear this all the time, but they feel like, oh, it's just talk. But that's the truth. Like, if you don't have the money to buy something new, you just have to use what you have. You know, and if you're a Christmas person, I'm sure you already have like Christmas trees. You have those balls. You have all these decorative stuff from your other, like from the previous years. So you can just use that and recreate something very simple, or yeah, very simple from those things. And then also, you can use like candles. If you have candles, you can use candles. You can do some paper decorations, you know, and all that. So you don't have to buy things new, you know. I'm going to cut some onions. Then, as I said, cook it, and our soup will be done in like 15 minutes, if not for the talking. So you decorate from what you have. Use what you have to make some decoration. Use your candles. You know, you can even shop from your garden. If you have a garden, you can get some branch from your garden and decorate it with some Christmas light. Those lights, I don't know, is it Christmas lights? Those like disco lights, the one that comes up with different colors. You know, you can use that to decorate your branch, your tree branch, and just put it on like a cardboard. Use some um, paper to make some decorations, hang it on the branch, tree branch, and you're good to go. You don't have to go and buy new things for Christmas decoration. And if you have to, if you've already bought it, please remember to store it. Don't throw them away. You know, store them for the next year so that you don't have to buy another one, right? So that's a tip for those who've already bought like a Christmas tree and all those Christmas decorations. Keep them for the next year. Don't throw them away because you're going to need them again. What is okay. Yeah. So those are the 2 points. And then the last thing I would say about decorating is that you can ask your friends. If you have friends who are so into Christmas decorations, you can also ask them for, you know, if they have like some spare Christmas decorations they are not using, you can ask them, take that, and you don't feel shy. You know, I think that most of the times people feel shy to be honest about like their finances, because that's a big thing in our society. Like, oh, you can't even talk about how much you earn. You can't talk about if you don't have enough money. You can't talk about all those things, and it will just put so much stress on you, the individual, to keep up with a certain persona, right? Even though you don't have it. So just be honest. Ask a friend, oh, hey, I don't have money for Christmas this period. Do you have any decorations that you would want me to? I mean, you're not using it, I can borrow. You know, I'll probably give it back, or if you can dash it to me, that would be fine. You can do that. I'm cutting my. Oh, let me check up on my chicken. I'll be right back. Ooh. Let me show you guys how the chicken is doing. Oops, this is nice. You know, one thing I love about chicken breast is, hey, how will I say that in English? It doubles up in size, right? So you put it in, you think it's very small, you come back and it kind of has doubled in size. So it's a I really love chicken breast. Henrietta says I want goat's breast. I don't know about goat's breast, but chicken breast is my favorite kind of protein to use. So we are done with decorating. You've asked your friends, oh, I don't need all these tomatoes. I'm going to use only one tomato because the carrot is very colorful. But put the rest here. And then I'm just cutting my carrots. I don't know if you can see me, into like any shape that you want, something that will cook fast. Because you're going to blend it at the end of the day. When it's cooked, we are going to blend all the ingredients, all the vegetables, and just pour it onto the chicken. So I mentioned that there are two ways you can do this. You can either add it to the chicken or cook it separately. And one advantage of cooking it before blending is that when you cook it, it becomes very soft. So you get a very smooth paste as compared to blending it just like this. Because with this, it's hard. And if your blender is not very good, you will not get, I think even if your blender is very good, you will not get a very smooth paste, and you're going to have some lumps in your soup. If you don't mind, that's fine. But if you're somebody who really minds, then it's better you cook it. So I just took one, because it's going to be a very small soup. So I just took one of the carrots. I think it's okay. Our onions are a little bit too much. That's fine. Or okay, let me just add this carrot. But if you want to use the same recipe, please do not take too much carrots, because one thing again about the carrots is it thickens up later. So when after preparing the food, you see that it's very light. After a day, if you don't finish it up, the next day it will thicken up. So that's that's the only disadvantage of using the carrots. So don't use too much. I want it very light, so but I ended up using all the two carrots anyway. So I'm going to add water to this, and then it goes on fire. Then we'll come back to discuss the other point of enjoying your Christmas with little or no money. Our chicken is almost done. Oh, and then one thing I love about chicken breast, it cooks so fast. Like in 15 minutes, or I think even less than 15 minutes, your chicken breast should be done. So it's done now. I'm going to put the vegetables on fire, and then I'll be right back. Okay, let me show you. So this is our chicken, and then our vegetables is here. Oh, what happened? Okay, sorry. Then our vegetables is here. So I'm going to make the vegetable cook for a while. And then, yeah. So let's get into, oh, what happened to this? Uh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, you still will not see what I'm doing, right? Sorry. I have to figure a way to do this another time, like the next time. Okay. So the next point I would like us to talk about, we've talked about the decorations and all the things to consider before Christmas. And the next thing I want us to talk about is gifting. Because there's no Christmas without gifting. And in as much as you feel like you don't have money, I know that gifting during Christmas period is very, very important to most people. And so now we have to think of ways to gift our kids and our family members when we don't have the money to buy all these expensive gifts. And then also when it comes to gifts during Christmas, as you said, mindset. You have to understand that It's about the value of the gift to the person, or it's the, what's the word? Is the intent behind the gifting, not to show off like who who brought the biggest gift or the most expensive gift. That is not what Christmas is about. Christmas is about the intention, the community, the togetherness. So don't stress yourself about going to buy, the most expensive gifts for your family or for your kids. If you have like little ones, they are probably not going to remember all these Christmas gifts. So you just find something that has value to whoever you want to give to. And if you are very comfortable with the person, you can let them know that, hey, I used to get you all these kind of things. I'm sorry, unfortunately, this year I do not have that kind of funds. And so I'm going to get you something very, unique or very small, but it is from my heart. And I think every reasonable person who understand the act of giving will understand your point, and will not take it to a heart, like, oh, she just got me a paper something, or no, that's not the point. Okay, so when it comes to gifts, what I would say is you have to downsize your gifting, period, because we don't have the money anymore. So as I said, you can tell the person, let them know that you don't have the money to give them all. So we are done with our chicken, and our vegetables is on fire. This is some herrings that I got. I'm going to break this and wash it and add to our chicken, just to give it another flavor or taste. I love some herrings. I usually do this with dry fish or some salmons. If you're watching me, please comment in the let me see you in the comment section, okay? Say hi. Let me know what your Christmas budget is. How's the Christmas celebration coming? Please let me know in the comment section. And ignore anybody who is being rude in the comment section, okay? Just leave them. What happened? This is kind of salty. I love to eat whilst cooking. Now I can't talk because I'm eating. Sorry. So I talked about downsizing your gift. The first thing, if you have kids and you're thinking of giving them gifts, I would suggest that if they have some gifts that they haven't used, you can re-give them the same gifts, right? Or if they have a gift that they barely use, like maybe they used it like some toys or something that somebody bought them and they've used it like just once, you can rewrap it and re-gift it to them. They're not going to know, right? Or if you have like older kids that they have some things that you can pass on to the younger generation, to the younger kids, you can just ask them for permission. Hey, like, I don't have money this time around. Can you give me this, your shirt or your sneakers or whatever, to wrap it for your younger brother or sister? And I'm sure they're going to understand. Then you can do that. So you don't spend a dime on gifting for your kids. And if you have to gift like your friends or your family members, shop from your closets. Go inside there. I'm sure there's something that you've bought that you've never used before, or you used it like once, and you think they'll not notice, or it's not something that like a dress, a shoe. I was about to do that yesterday. I had some stock. I used to sell ladies' clothes and shoes, so I still have some stock there. And I was going to get a friend one heel for her birthday. So I was asking her the size, and she was like, oh, she doesn't wear heels. I'm like, okay, then that's good. So if she did, I would have saved myself from buying a gift for her, right? Because I'll just re-give the things that I have, because I don't wear it. It's my size, but I've never worn it. So I'm like, let me just gift it out to her. So you can do that. You can shop from your own closet. You can do some DIYs for your friends and family. And then also you can create like a coupon. You can give them your services for free if you are into providing services, right? Let's just imagine like a nail technician. What about giving a coupon to your friend and say, hey, for your Christmas gift next week or whatever day, come to my shop and I'm going to give you a treat on your nails, on your hair, or whatever. That is you saving money because these things you've already bought them months ago, right? So it's not like you're taking money out to go and buy things again, right? So you save yourself money and it's a treat that you're giving the other person, and I'm very sure that they're going to appreciate it. You can give them a massage. If you're an organizer, you can opt to organize their closet for them. You can do all these things as gifts, not necessarily buying something for them. And then also, so we are done. This is the trash. We'll just keep it somewhere here. We need to wash our fish and add to the chicken before we pour our soup on it. So I'm going to do that here. So I need to clear this trash. Okay, so wash our fish, and then our vegetable is boiling. So we'll give it like another 5 minutes, then we'll cook it. Sorry, we'll blend it. Let me check on it. I'll be right back. So here's our chicken. So nice. I mean, who is here to taste it and say it's not nice? I'm the only one tasting it, so but I promise you, it's very nice. The best seasoning for me is my ginger, my garlic, and my onions. I can do anything with just those three. But if I need to add something else, I mean, I love spices, so I'll add more things. But those are like my. Oops. Okay, so we talked about gifting, right? I've talked about. Oh, okay. This guy, I don't know what's wrong with him. So yeah, we're talking about gifting. Oh my. So another point when it comes to the gifting is to do some DIYs for your family and friends. If you're a very creative person and you work with your hands, I love DIYs. Okay, so if somebody's gifting like some DIY to me, I so love it. You can do like some homemade stuff. If you have a garden, you can maybe give them like some garden fruits, vegetables. I'm very sure they're going to appreciate that. You can do like a fruit basket, vegetable basket from your garden. You can make like a jam. You can do granola. You can make all this homemade stuff and gift it to people. You can do some DIYs, like some painting. You can use like painting from your kids artwork, all these whatever paints they use, acrylic or whatever. Do some nice painting and gift it to somebody. They would appreciate it. That's what I said. Christmas, it's not about the amount you're spending on the gift. It's the thoughts behind what you're doing, right? So you can do that. You can do DIYs, homemade like meals and homemade stuff. Spices, you can mix up some spices. Or even if it's not yourself, you have spices, you can get like some boxes, cute containers, and just like do a spice mix, wrap it up and send it to them. Hey, like this is my spice collection, I think you'd love it. So there's a Christmas gift and you didn't spend your fortune on that. I think our vegetables is ready now. It's cooked. I'm going to add this to our chicken. Let me just take one to chew in. Let me check the vegetables and be sure that it's cooked. Oh, ooh, sorry. Okay, this is cooked. So we're going to blend this now. Let me show you. What I do is I don't waste the water. The water is going to form part of my soup because some of the vegetables are like water soluble. The ingredients, the nutrients, sorry. Some of the nutrients in the vegetables are water soluble. So I'm not going to throw the water away. I'm going to blend the vegetables and add the water into my soup. Where's my blender? Okay, let me use this one. Okay. So this is our blender. We're going to blend our vegetables. So there's this myth that if you blend hot vegetables, it's going to break the blender. I don't know how true that is. So I'm going to make this cool a little bit. Then we'll blend it. Okay. Just a minute. Let me dish this out into my... So the step for this meal is very simple. You steam whatever protein you want to use. If it's chicken, if it's fish like salmons or any other soft fish, you can steam the fish and take them out of the pan, and then add your veggies into the pan and make it like cook for a while before you add the fish again. But if it's like your meat, your cow meat, your goat meat, then you can leave it in. The fish, you do that because it would break up and then just mash into the soup. That is why you have to take it out after it being cooked. So if I use like fresh salmons, I wash it, I steam it a bit. And then I just take it out of my pan. Then I'll pour my soup, make it cook. Because you've added water to this vegetable, you need to make it cook before you put in your fish. But because this one is chicken, I'll just put everything onto the chicken, make it cook with the chicken, and then we are done. So next on our point of how to enjoy your Christmas with no money, we are going to leave this. This is going to be part of our soup. This one should go here. I always have a messy kitchen, it looks like. So we talk about decorating, we talk about gifting. The next point I want us to talk about is food and entertainment. I think that is the most... Is that the most part that... No, it's the gifting that takes a lot of money from your Christmas budget. So when it comes to food, I would say we all know that Christmas, it's all about the food, the drinks, and all these entertainments and events going on. But you really don't have to spend too much on that. And this is how we are going to do that. When it comes to food, I would say try some recipes that are not very expensive. You don't have to do the turkey, you don't have to do the chicken thing, you don't have to do all these like crazy recipes that you used to do if you've done it before, or that you think you want to do because it's Christmas. It's not about that. If you have kids, all they just want is that feel of Christmas. They're not going to, know that this food is inexpensive or this food is expensive. They're not going to know that. So you try some recipes that are very inexpensive, and even you can just try to twist up your recipes a little bit. I remember my mom my mom will come and then she'll be like, "Oh, I'm preparing a brown rice." I'm like, "What's brown rice?" I've never heard it before. You just like burn your onions, and when you add water to it, it turns brown. And so when you cook the rice with that water, it gives you like brown rice. And it's something that is really, really inexpensive. But imagine that your kids always eat like white rice, plain rice, and then you switch it up and make something like brown rice or curry rice. They're going to be like, "Oh, my mom made some rice, it's brown in color and all that." But it's nothing. You just burnt your onions. It's not anything. So this one is going to cool for a little bit, and then we'll blend it and add to our chicken, and our soup is done. So you can try that for food. And then also, I would say you should buy, if you have to buy something, buy what you actually need. Buy the things that you really, really need. And don't just buy like because you think it's on sale, or people are buying it, it's Christmas season, I have to buy all these drinks. No, buy what you really need. Shop from your kitchen, check what you have. Okay, I have all these spices, or I have all these ingredients. What can I cook with this? Come up with something, and then if you need to buy an additional something to add to it, 1 minute. And sorry about that. And if you have like an additional item or ingredient that you have to buy, that okay, I want to make cake. I have eggs, I have margarine, I have all these things. Oh, I don't have flour. So you just go in and you buy your flour, and that's it. You don't have to create something entirely new that you have to go and shop for all the ingredients again. So shop from your kitchen, check what you have from your kitchen, and try to make the dish from what you already have in your kitchen. And then, as I said, just twist up your meals a little bit. If you are used to cooking plain rice, what about adding some turmeric powder in the rice and making it like a yellow rice? Or you can add some spaghetti in there. Like, just twist it up for these kids, especially if you have like kids, because they just need something different. And it doesn't have to be expensive, it just has to be different. So that is one point when it comes to the cooking. And another point I would say is, yeah, you buy what you need, and then buy on sales. Buy the things that are on sales. Okay, so that you can save money even if you have to buy something from those things. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is entertainment. Okay, when it comes to entertainment, so we've talked about decorating. You decorate with the things you already have. You can decorate from your garden. Pick a branch, green or dead branch. Just pick it. I think the dead ones are even more nicer, because I don't know. The green too is nice. Sorry, just a minute. Let me add some water to. I'm gonna add a little water. Okay, actually, let me add this water to our chicken and fish. Okay, so you're just waiting a little bit for this to cool. See, there's still some vapor in there. Then we'll blend this, and I think let me just add a little water. We blend it and then it goes onto our soup. Let's blend it now, okay? Okay. Whew. See? It's not very smooth because I need to blend it again. Ah, it smells so nice. The garlic. I love garlic. Jesus. I'm going to blend it again. Let me mute it so that I don't disturb your ears, okay? All right, so we have like a very smooth paste now. You can see now it's very smooth. Okay, so we're going to add this to our soup, and that's it. You just leave it to cook for maybe like 10 minutes or even 5 minutes, because this vegetable is cooked already, the chicken is cooked, so it's just the water that you add and make it simmer a little bit, and then you're done. So this will go onto the fire. You need to get everything out of the blender and onto the fire. So now I can have a one-on-one discussion with you guys. Don't worry, I'll show you how the soup looks in a bit. Okay. All right, so low battery. Our soup is on fire. Now I can have all the time I need to discuss the rest of the points with you guys. Okay. Let me tidy up a little bit. Did you see what I did? Guys, I did not add pepper to my meals. Luckily, I have some blended pepper here, so I'm going to add that to the soup. Okay, so back to our point on how to enjoy your Christmas with no money. Okay, so we've talked about, I have my point here, we've talked about decoration, we've talked about gifting, we've talked about food, and now we are on entertainment, right? So how do you enjoy Christmas when it comes to entertainment without having to spend so much money? The first thing I would say is play some Christmas music. I mean, That's the best way to have a feel, like an original feel of Christmas and not having to do so much, is to just play your Christmas music. You know, there are so many. You can create your playlist. I'm not really a fan of Christmas and the Christmas songs and all these things, so I don't really care. But if it's something that's important to you, you can create a playlist and just play all these Christmas songs. Trust me, it will put you in like a good spirit, a good mood to enjoy your Christmas. So you can play free Christmas songs and then also watch Christmas movies. If you're alone, you can just watch your Christmas movies. If you have family, what I would suggest you do is to have a date night during Christmas. Instead of going out to all these dinner and all these places, why not set a date night with you and your husband or your boyfriend, with your kids, and watch some Christmas movie? You can have some popcorns or, you know, your Christmas food, whatever you've cooked, and just enjoy your date night together. I think everybody will appreciate that. And then lastly, I would say take a walk. You know, take a walk in the neighborhood, or you can go to a bar or a place just down the street. Pat. Okay, so back to the entertainment. You can just go for a walk, you know, down the street, watch people do crazy things. What I personally do is I will just go to my neighborhood bar, sit there, you know, coffee shop, we just sit there. If I have enough money, I'll just order like a Coke or whatever and just sit down there, listen to music, watch people dance, you know, moving up and down. And I just, as long as I've spent the day outside of my house, I feel like I've gone out, I've had a great time, then I go back home. So you can also incorporate that into your entertainment for Christmas, and you don't have to spend much for that. You just take a walk down the street, sit in the corner bar, and just watch people walk out, the drunkards, insult, whatever. Just watch some entertainment. You can even, sometimes they have like football or all these TV things. You can just watch it and enjoy yourself. And so, yeah, that brings me to, okay, there's one more thing I didn't say when it comes to entertainment also, is that you can do what I call a barter trade. So yeah, I say barter trade because if you're the person who has family and friends coming over, you know, to spend the Christmas period, to spend a Christmas with you, what you can do if you don't have enough money is to do a barter trade. What is barter trade? So you have the space to provide, you have the entertainment to provide. Maybe you're bringing like music, or you're bringing the movies, and you're giving them your space. So you can throw it to them to then bring in like the food, the drinks, and you just enjoy your Christmas. And I think it's vice versa. If also you don't have enough money to cook for yourself and do all these things, you can also suggest that, okay, I can bring wine. Maybe I have, you check for your storeroom, you have maybe 2 bottles of wine you can drink. So if you're like 4 people and you organize, you're bringing wine, somebody's bringing rice, somebody's bringing chicken, you meet up in one place, and before you know, you've had like your best Christmas celebrations with your friends and families. So that brings us to the end of our discussion. I hope that you've taken a lot of clue from these tips on how to enjoy your Christmas with no money. So I'll just give you a recap of all the things that we've talked about. One, we talked about, first of all, before we even go into what to do to, um, just a minute, let me check on the soup. I'll be right back. Okay, soup is boiling. That's good. So before we even go into the tips, you have to psych your mind to understand what Christmas actually means. So we talked about your mindset. You have to change your mindset. You have to be honest with your family and friends. Let them know the truth that, okay, this time around I don't have the money, I don't have the resources to do all these things I used to do. So I have to break some of the traditions that we are used to. I'm not going on this dinner date anymore. Maybe you have like a dinner date with your friends every 25th or 26th of Christmas, or with your family. Let them know that unfortunately you will not make it for this Christmas. And then also just understand what Christmas actually means. You know, that it is not, it's all about the birth of Christ. So if you understand it that way, and you change your mindset about, you know, doing all these extravagant things, then you're going to be stress free in the first place to be able to enjoy your Christmas. And then also not to pay attention to all the things happening around you, because it can be so overwhelming. Personally, I don't really care about all the events going on where people, hey, there are things going on, or people are going here, there's this event that I don't care. I really don't care. If there's something that I want to do, I'll just pick one event that I feel like, oh, this one I really want to go, and that's it. I'm done. I don't even check the internet. When I go on social media, I just go to my page, um, do my work, check out other content creators, what they're doing, and take motivation from there. And I'm back to my work. Like, I don't go on social media like looking for everything, because it is so overwhelming. So I don't do that. So don't pay attention to all those things. Just concentrate on just your Christmas and your life. Don't pay too much attention to commercials, these adverts, these sales and stuff like that. If you have to, you can just turn your telly off and just enjoy you and your space with your family. Your kids, let them watch television. Let them watch movies instead of watching television that will have commercials showing all these kids things, and they'll feel sad if you don't get them those stuff. And then when it comes to the actual things, to the tips on how to enjoy your Christmas without any money, we talked about decoration. Decorate with things you already have. Decorate from your home. Shop from your house. You can shop from your garden or on the streets. You can just take a branch, a tree branch, come home, do some DIY things on it, some paper, deco, and stuff. It's interesting. Put on some lights, some Christmas lights here and there, and that is all you need. And then when it comes to, we talked about gifts also, gift ideas, gift things that you have. Shop from your closet. If you have some clothes that you've never worn before, give them out. When it comes to your kids, you can rewrap some items that they received years ago, they've not used or they've slightly used, rewrap and give to them. You can do some homemade stuff. You can do some DIYs for your friends and families. You know, if you have a garden, you can do like a vegetable hamper for your friends. You can do some DIY painting using some of your kids' artwork to do all this painting and gift it. People will appreciate it instead of you spending so much money on things that they probably already have, you know, and then you lose the money. When it comes to food and entertainment, I would say food, just switch up your recipes. You can do some very inexpensive food like some soup. What I'm doing is something very interesting that you can do for your kids. You can cook together and make it more fun. Oh, mommy learned something new today on True One's channel. We're going to cook some carrot soup. Have you ever tried carrot soup? They will say no. You all cook together and you enjoy it. When it comes to entertainment, I would say we said you can, you know, play some Christmas music, watch some Christmas movies, create some date night with you and your family, watch Christmas movies, you know, drink some wine if you have, like shop from your home, drink some wine if you have. And then also if you need to meet up with friends and family, you can do what I call the barter trade. If you're providing the space and the entertainment for them, you can ask them to bring their food and drinks, and you guys will enjoy yourself. And that is all that I have for my tips for today on how to enjoy Christmas with little or no money. Okay? Christmas is just a period. It's going to pass. You don't need to break the bank, rob the bank, break your neck, whatever you have to do to enjoy Christmas. You can literally enjoy it with no money. So those are my tips for you. Our carrot soup is done. I'll check on it for the last time. And then, where is my ladle? Okay, so this is our, oh, you can see, let me show you. So this is our carrot soup. Oosh, carrot soup. It looks very orangey or whatever. Oh, let me taste it. When I taste food, I drink it. I don't just taste food, okay? I eat food. This is nice. Rama, come and taste my food for me. So I'm calling my brother to come and taste the soup because, he cannot lie also. But I just want you guys to know that it's nice. Oh. Yep. Please taste my soup.
Guys.
Hi, guys. You can't see his face.
I take it away.
Bring me my ladle. Bye-bye.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so let me serve myself. And then we can eat together, okay? So this is our carrot. Let me show you guys the carrot soup so that you see the color that I'm talking about. You see? So nice. So you don't really need you don't need the tomato. All you need, the carrot gives it so much color. It gives it like an orange color. Okay. The tripod will not stand. Let's see. All right, so this brings us to the end of today's live. I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something. Please let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed the live and what other tips you have for enjoying your Christmas without spending so much money on that. I will see you next week, Sunday. I don't know if it's going to be the same time. It's supposed to be 7 o'clock because 7 p.m. is when I'm posting for my Vlogmas series, but today I had to leave. I'll be going somewhere, and so I will not be home at 7, so I shifted it to 3. But I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something. Next week, hopefully I'll see you at 7. If it will not be 7, I will let you know what time it will be. We'll cook something else and have a discussion on another topic. So thank you so much. I'll see you in my next live. Please make sure that you're checking out my videos. I'll put a link in the description for all the Vlogmas videos I've done so far. Let me know how you're enjoying the video and all that. And watch out for next week content. Okay? See you guys. Bye. Take care.